Occurred, June 15, 2016. 0-100 Location, Bloomington, Indiana. Shape, other duration, 5 to 8 minutes. It was late at night, sometime in the cold weather of 2016. I was doing my chemistry homework at my sister's house. When I got my things and was trying to leave, I noticed a big bright light right over the tree line in front of our house. At first it was a couple lights strung out into a horizontal line. I thought it was just a plane in the distance. My sister was walking with me out the door when we both stopped to watch the plane fly over because there's a small airport behind our house. After a minute or so the lights didn't seem to be getting closer and then began getting brighter, and the string of lights swayed loosely from left to right like it was hung from a string. The lights would pulsate with brightness. Each light seems to have the strength of a cluster of football stadium lights. They were so bright but didn't seem to be shining on anything. Then, the lights began to move around, seemingly adjusting themselves. They'd stack on top of each other and fold in and out, move around. There were about 4 lights that we saw, and they'd flicker on and off. They appeared to be hovering, tilting or teetering in place. They'd clump and then the next second be in a linear position. My sister and I were both very confused and waited for the flying object to get closer. It felt like forever until it finally steered around a tree down our street and right over our neighbor's house. When it started getting closer to us, some of the lights started flashing red and blue, so my sister assumed it was some sort of police drone, but it was as big as, if not bigger than, a family van. When it was close enough for me to be able to hypothetically throw a rock at it and successfully hit it. It got so close to us. The shape of the vehicle is hard to describe. The body was a sort of flattened sphere and had 2 pill-shaped turbines on either side. From what I saw, it was a polished black color. There seemed to be a sort of have around it, and made me second guess how we was seeing. What surrounded it was a type of hazy fog of some sort, but barely noticeable since it was dark out. The only sound I remember hearing is a light strange whirring. No helicopter blade sounds, no engine sounds, no revving or propeller, nothing. Just a quiet deep whirring. I've googled big drones and police drones. Nothing near matches what my sister and I saw. We took notes and drew pictures as soon as we went back inside to tell our parents.
Occurred, October 20, 2016. Location, Bloomington, Indiana. Shape, light duration, 1 year plus. Characteristics: there were lights on the object, there was an aura or haze around the object emitted beams, the object changed color. Light orbs in woods and low sky. Various and odd light orbs in woods and low sky. I am a married 59-year-old woman with a college education. I spend part of my time in a home surrounded with thick woods, at least 400 acres, near Bloomington, Indiana. There are a couple of neighbors about 1 acre of wooded area away from me on one side. The landscape is hilly with ravines and trees up to 100 feet tall. Since October 2016 I have witnessed countless observations of strange lights from all sides of my home. I have become addicted to orb gazing every single night I visit this country home. In a nutshell, here are the types of lights I have seen over the year: singular, stationary, white light orbs in various parts of the woods, usually from 1 to 5 feet high. I'm guessing they occur anywhere from 25 to 250 feet away from me. I have shined a flashlight on them and sometimes I can see a glowing orb. It's hard to gauge their sizes, but from where I stand at the edge of the woods they are anywhere from 1 to 7 inches. I'm just guessing. I'm not good with measurement. Orbs that grow bigger and seem to shine right at me like a very bright flashlight. This scares me a bit. I'm alone out there. I get the sense the orbs know I'm there. The last night of observation, a flashlight glared at me as I stood transfixed in my long driveway, then suddenly just went out. I scurried away fast and stayed on my porch. Lights that literally move as though they were eyes and appearing around. They also wobble and will sneakily move position so that I have to keep moving my head to see where they went. Morphing orbs. I swear they sometimes divide into 2 or more lights and then sometimes back to 1. They sometimes change color from white to yellow, gold, orange or red. Mostly they are white. Sometimes the orbs present themselves as headlights, but their lights are closer together. I get a bit spooked by these types of lights, as it appears to me that they are gawking around. Lately I've observed bright flashes of light that appear like flashlights that move around. It's difficult to explain how they move because they seem to be controlled by someone or something, but I am absolutely certain no human is out there. I open my windows to listen and I hear nothing. Large reflected areas in the treetops. I have no idea what these are. I have only been seeing them recently. 8. Fake stars. I call them that because they used to fool me into thinking they were real stars. I will be looking out the upstairs windows at the trees and see sneaky little lights that first appear as stars suddenly disappear and move to another spot near, on top, or in front of the tall trees. I've noticed these fake stars only come out if there are real stars out. Last night I saw one on the same night as a full moon. It seemed to twinkle at me, and when I watched it, it disappeared. I found it moments later in a lower segment of the tree. Then it disappeared again. I have been able to sometimes catch the lights with my smartphone. I wish I had a really good nighttime video cam. It frustrates me not to be able to show what I see to others. A friend and my son have both seen at least one orb each. I used to be such a skeptic and never believed in UFOs or ghosts, but I have opened my mind to many possibilities. I go from thinking these lights are mystical, spirits, ghosts, entities from another dimension, and UFOs. Because I am observing more flashlight movement and am getting the feeling that some of these lights are being controlled by some hidden force, I am actually getting scared, again, like when I first started seeing these crazy things, and feel the need to share this information with others who are interested. Why is no one I know interested? This is phenomenal stuff happening and everyone I know doesn't care. My God, something's going on and we need to pay attention. At the very least it seems scientists would be all over this. They know everything about glowworms and fireflies and planets, but they are mute about the light orbs in the woods and fake stars in the sky. So in conclusion of this long-winded essay, I just want to know what these lights are. UFOs? Should I be concerned?
Occurred, the 12th of January 2017, 2050 location, Bloomington, Indiana. Shape, light duration, 4 seconds. Characteristics. There were lights on the object, decent size white orb flying downwards fast, then disappear. It was a white, strobe flash, like power going on and off, a possible blue light in center beneath. It just disappeared. My son, 15 age, and myself, saw it.
Occurred, the 9th of January 2018, 3 o'clock location, Bloomington, Indiana. Shape, duration, not known. Characteristics. This is a possible UFO abduction case. Entities were seen. Missing time was experienced. Small gray alien next to me and bright red light glowing behind the door.
Occurred, the 9th of June 2019, 2200 location, Bloomington, Indiana. Shape, triangle duration. 5 minutes. Myself and 2 co-workers witnessed a very large black triangle hovering in the sky near our workplace. The 3 of us stood and watched the vehicle as it hovered completely still for about 2 minutes. It then very slowly rotated counterclockwise 180 degrees and then suddenly blinked out and was gone. Within a few moments we noticed a small plane arrive in the same area as where the craft was and began making circles, as if they saw it, too, and were looking for it.
Occurred, the 9th of June 2019, 2300 location, Bloomington, Indiana. Shape, light duration, 15 minutes. Characteristics. There were lights on the object. We were in parking lot of KFC on Bloomington, Indiana west side and happened to look up and there were 3 lights. One faded in out, but they were there.
Occurred, the 7th of July 2020, 0100 location, Bloomington, Indiana. Shape, light duration, approximately 1 hour. Characteristics. There were lights on the object, 3 lights at around 2300. I saw what I quickly assumed was a plane, 3 red, constant lights. Thinking nothing of it, I looked away and resumed watching YouTube videos. About an hour later, I looked out my window again. The object was in the exact same spot. I have never seen lights there before. It moved up and down a little bit, but not side to side. I tried to get a photo, but it was like photographing stars. The lights were too far away and not bright enough to show up on camera. I texted my friend to ask for a UFO hotline number, and when I looked back, the lights were gone.
Occurred, the 10th of December 2021, 11 location, Bloomington, Indiana. Shape, circle. Characteristics. This is a possible UFO abduction case. Bright white, moves around night sky. Moves side to side.
Occurred, October 17, 2020, 10:16 location, Bloomington, Indiana. Shape, cylinder duration. Watched 2 or 3 minutes. Strange pill-shaped thing hanging over fields near Crane Naval Base. Myself and a friend were driving down I-69 south from Bloomington, Indiana. To the right side, around where the split occurs to 37 south and 69 south, both of us saw this object and were stunned that people were continuing to drive. It was extremely windy, so it was not a balloon. It made no sound, but it just hung stationary in the air. It didn't flow. Nothing. I know the area well. It was in the direction of Crane Naval Base and in a good area away where it could get a good visual of the base. I took photos.